quick video to demonstrate how to teach your dog the find it cue. Some owners like to use the word search. I use find it. The behavior that we're looking for is for the dog to use its nose to search out a piece of food that we have tossed. So what we're doing is we're teaching the dog to use its nose to find something that we have put out for them to go find. In the beginning, we start with a really low criteria just by tossing the food out. Later, as our dog really starts to understand what the find it cue means, we can hide food in different parts of the house. We can put it in boxes, and then you can even add different scents, and you can have your dog actually find objects. It's really interesting, and Kai is pretty good at it. I mean, he's half lab and half golden retriever, so he has a phenomenal nose. And he also enjoys nose work, and if that's something your dog is really good at, I would encourage you to take some nose work classes. Okay, so first things first, I have just regular kibble here, and I also have some treats that I have split in half to make them small. And I like to always have my dog start off on their doggy mat. So right now, this doggy mat is Kai's place. He's also performing a settling behavior for me, which means he's laying down. You can, in the beginning, you might have to have someone hold your dog after you get to phase 2, or you can start teaching them place. You really can't mess up with it. But the main idea is to get our dog to do the behavior of putting their nose on the ground and finding the food, and then to understand the word that we're attaching to that behavior, what that is. So the easiest thing to do, if for a dog who doesn't know how to find it, all we're gonna do is get some food and, okay, I'm gonna release him, and we're just going to say, find it, toss the treat. Good boy. And you notice how he comes back to me. So, find it, good boy. Touch, I just added that in so I could pull him back over here. Find it. He's really fast, so come over here to place. Find it. Good. I also noticed that I'm saying the word while I'm tossing the food, and you should not do that. So you're going to say the word and then toss the food. Find it, then toss the food. Find it, toss the food. Find it, good boy. Find it, toss the food. You notice he comes back to me every time. Find it, toss the food. He comes back to me, find it, toss the food. Good boy. Find it, toss the food. He's really enthusiastic about this. In the beginning, you may have to show your dog where the food is. Kai knows this game. So if you say find it and you toss it and they have no idea what you're doing, you'd want to toss it really close to them, and you might need to point a little bit. So Kai, if you could just sit, please. Thank you. Okay, down, I'll take that. And I want you to wait. So this would be an example as if your dog needed some help with finger pointing from you in the beginning, which you will start to fade out once your dog starts to use their nose and sniff. Okay, place. Good job. Wait. So what you would do, wait, is you would toss the food out, wait. And you would say, find it, and you would point a little bit like this. Place. Attaboy. I'm going to lower the food value because he's getting really excited for this video. So now I'm just gonna switch to Lotus dog food, which is Lotus kibble, and they're very small bites. Wait. Wait. Now you can put more than one if you want. I'm getting fancy here. Find it, and I'm just kind of pointing. So let's say you needed to point, you would want to go like this. You don't want to point directly at it, you want to point around. You want your dog to use their nose. All right, we don't want them necessarily using, excuse me, Kai. We don't want our dogs necessarily always using their eyes. We want them to use their nose. So when you point in the vicinity, move around a little bit. There you go. Good job. Place. Nice job. So you will do this exercise several times a day for just a couple minutes. I would encourage everyone in the household to play this game. This is a game that starts to build foundation behaviors for a lot of other things like coming when called, attention, and even going and waiting in place. Sit. So if your dog knows how to sit and knows how to wait, the next step would be to put the food out but make it a little difficult for them so they will have to sniff it out. So I'm going to take about 5 pieces here. If your dog doesn't know how to stay in a position and wait, someone can hold your dog, or you can put your dog behind a barrier or a fence, as long as they can see you putting the food out. And after I hide the food, I'm going to release my dog and I'm going to give them the find it cue. So I'm going to tell him to wait, or you can ask someone to hold your dog, or you can put your dog behind a barrier as long as they can see you put the food out. Wait. I'm hiding 1, 2, 3, 4, and these would be really easy, 5. And I'm going to say, okay, find it. And he's going to go and sniff all of these out. He's going to his snuffle mat. It's hard for him to see these because the kibble is the same color as the carpet, and they're very small. And they're not as smelly, so they're a little more difficult to find. Oh, just drop them right there. Good job, buddy. Good job. Let me know if you have any questions with the Find It game and see if you can get to phase 2.